Well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Jewel, for putting this on. And I also want to thank all of the candidates for being here this evening. It's a great honour to put yourself forward for election in our great democracy, in our great country. So congratulations to you all. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been lucky enough to have the honour to serve as a Queensland Senator for 8 years. And I've tried over that time always to represent the people that put me here. Now, that's not always easy because people have a tendency to disagree. But I've tried faithfully to represent those views of Queenslanders in Canberra. I don't go to Canberra to make friends. I don't go there to make friends. I go there to represent you. So late last year, I live in Yeppoon. I moved up to Rockhampton to put an office there to serve our great state. And late last year, I was invited to a meeting to discuss the vaccine mandates that were coming in on December 17 last year. And I was told there were about 50 or 60 people were expected. And in the end, around 600 people turned up and they were out the door. It was probably more than they're here tonight. And I knew straight away that this was an issue I had to fight for. I knew that would be difficult because I was probably going to disagree with my own party, the Liberal National Party. But, as I say, I went back to Canberra the following week and I represented those views and voted against vaccine mandates in the Australian Senate. Now, I wasn't successful, and yes, most other parties did not vote that way. But the good thing about the Liberal National Party, and I'm sure you're not all happy with major parties, but the good thing about the LNP is that we allow our members to vote in accordance with their views, and they're the views that are represented to them by their constituency, and I tried to do that for you. The main reason I made that vote, though, was not just mandates per se. It was because I had spoken to and heard from people that were going to lose their jobs because of the mandate. And no one in this country should not be able to provide for their family based on the medical choices they decide to make. No one. No one in this country, no one in Australia should be denied the right to provide for their own family. And never again should we as a country throw Australians out on the street based on panic and fear and incorrect science. Now, I stand here as someone I think has got a record of fighting for jobs, broader than just on the mandates. A couple of months ago, I was at the Adani Carmichael mine where a guy called Ferg had won a concrete contract. He has a concrete company in Capella, a very small town in central Queensland. He's employing, there's someone from Capella here, love all those people from Capella. He's employing 12 people now from Capella to build that mine, and I and others played a big role in fighting for those jobs against the well-cashed up and bullying greenies who want to stop this state going forward. Now, I had a bit of help from my mate Bob Brown. He did help too. I've got to recognise him. He came up, and I wish he'd come back again. He's always welcome in Queensland. But we fought for that. We fought for that. We got it going, and 2,000 people are now employed. 2,000 Queenslanders are employed at that mine, and we're providing energy to the world. And that mining, this great industry that we have in this country, has allowed us to provide energy to the Ukraine to help them right now. And we all respect the patriotism and bravery that Vladimir Zelensky is showing there in the Ukraine. But he is not asking for solar panels. He's not asking the world to give them wind turbines. He's asking for coal, because that's what he needs to defend his nation. And we need energy to defend our nation too. Now we also in this country, we have to understand why we fight for jobs. Well, I fight for jobs. I fight for jobs because the most important job is those people who stay at home and look after our children. As C.S. Lewis said, the ultimate job is the homemaker, because all other jobs are there to protect that. It's to protect the home, it's to protect the family. And my wife's been working from home looking after our 5 kids, and she did so. She's been doing so before working from home was cool, before Zoom, before all this stuff. And we should be doing much, much more in this country to protect and defend those parents who provide who go the whole hog and sacrifice their own opportunities to look after our children. Now, I think we're at an inflection point in our nation We have to make a decision at this election about whether net zero by 2050 is more important or defending our national sovereignty by 2030 is more important. And I think we're under threat. We face major challenges, and that's why my commitment to you will always put this country first, to defend the great industries in this state, to defend our jobs, and to defend our freedom. God bless, and thank you for coming along tonight.